Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and we've got a pretty volatile and aggressive roulette strategy for you this evening. This one is called flip-flop. Now, if you've watched many of my videos, you know we try to limit the volatility on roulette since the volatility is already built in. This is not one of those. This one's one where you need to fasten your seatbelt, strap in, and get ready for the ride. $750 buy-in. We do have some dozens bets and some double street bets. And what I found interesting about this strategy is the way the bets flip-flop from one side of the board to the other. Now, this is a strategy I saw over on Makeshift shows, and I thought it was interesting and wanted to present it to you here. This is a martingale strategy. Actually, it's a martingale strategy on steroids. So it's very aggressive, and you can lose your shirt on this one, so buyer beware there. $750 buy-in, 10% win goal is $75, so we'll be shooting for a $75 win before we walk away. Now, if you enjoy the video, we ask you give us the old thumbs up, and that way we know you're enjoying the content. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to the Craps University channel, we sure love to have you do that now and become part of the student body here at Craps U. Now, we do offer full ride scholarships, so it costs you absolutely nothing. And we drop 3 videos a week where we discuss crap strategy and roulette strategies. And we have a good time around here, so please consider signing on the dotted line and joining up. So let's head on down to the felt now. We'll show you the nuts and bolts of the flip-flop strategy, and then we'll head on down and exactly how it's bet, exactly what the progression is, and we'll head on down to the felt and see if we have a casino-worthy strategy. Now, as I mentioned, this is a strategy I saw on Makeshift Show's channel, so I will link his video in the description box below, and I'd invite you to go over and take a look at Randy's version of this once you get done here at Craps U. So let's head on down to the felt now and take a peek. See you down there shortly. Go. All right, everybody, down here on the virtual roulette table, and we're getting ready to spin our flip-flop strategy. Now, this does require a $750 buy-in. We're going to be playing at the $5 level, and the way this works, we start off with a $5 bet on the first dozen and the 13 through 18 double street, also the 19 through 24 double street, and then the third dozen. Now we go ahead and spin. Say we hit the 23, so that would be on the between the 19 and the 36 on the high side. So the two numbers, the $5 bet would win there. We'd lose the other 3. But on the high side, the 19 through 36, we would keep those bets the same, but we would level up on the low side, the 1 through 18. And on the double streets, we'd go from 1 unit to 2 units, which would make it $10. And then on the dozen, we would go from 1 unit to 3 units, which would make it $15. Now, if we hit a high number again, those would stay at the 1 unit level, the $5 and $5. If we did that, then of course the low side would go up again. The dozens would go from 3 to 6 units, so that would be $30. And then the double street would go to 3 units, would be $15. So what would happen when you do hit the low side, then that would be a nice big profit for you. And hopefully you'll be flip-flopping back and make your profits pretty quickly here. Now, I'll put at the bottom of the screen what the progression is on both the dozen and the double street. They are a little different. The dozens progression is a little quicker than the double street because the payoff's not quite as great. And as I said, we'll put that at the bottom of the screen so you can keep up. If you're playing this in a casino, you'll probably want to take a note with you as to what that progression is so you have something to reference. And that way you don't have to keep up with it in your head. There's going to be a lot going on anyway. So that would probably be a good idea. So we'll go ahead and start this, and as we progress through, you'll see what that progression is. But again, I will put it at the bottom of the screen so we can keep up with it there. Now, this is a strategy I did see on the Makeshift Shows channel, and I will link that in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. $750 buy-in. So a 10% win goal would be $75. So that will be what we're shooting for. And we got our initial bets down. We're spinning. And that's 27 red. So it's going to be a $5 loss. So the high side stays at 1 unit because it won, and then the low side lost. So the dozens goes to 3 units, $15, and the double street goes to 2 units, which is a $10 bet. And let's spin it again. Here we go. Looking for a low number on this one. 33 is not it. So the high side will stay at 1 unit each. And the low side now, that progression, the dozen will go up to 6 units. And the double street to 3 units. So let's spin it again. That's a $55 bet. We're down $25 on the session right now. And that's 28 black, so that's another high number. So we'll go progress on up on the low side once again. And now we'll be up to 12 units on the dozens. That's $60 and 7 units on the double street. So that's a $105 bet now. And we're looking for something 1 to 18 here. And there's 7 red, so that's our first win. And it's a $75 win, which you put us back in the black. We're up 10 for the session now. So now the low side will go down to 1 unit each. And the high side, the double street will go to 2 units. And the dozens will go to 3 units. $35 bet. And now we're looking for a 19 through 36. 2 is not anywhere close to that, so the low side wins. It's $20 loss for us. So the high side now, the double street bet will go up to 3 units, and the dozens bet will go to 6 units. So it's a $55 bet overall, and we're down $10 for the session. And there's 22 black, so that's going to be a high number. That's what we're looking for. It's a $35 win. So now the high side goes to 1 unit on each, and the low side goes to 3 units on the dozen and 2 units on the double street. And we're spinning at $25 now for the session. And there's 1 red, so that's going to be a win on the low side, which is good for us. So now the low side goes to 1 unit, and the high side goes to 2 units on the double street and 3 units on the dozens. Up $35 for the session. And there's 25 red, so that's going to be another win for us. That's the high side this time, another $10 win. So the high side now goes to 1 unit on the double street and the dozens. And the low side goes to 3 units on the dozens and 2 units on the double street. So we're sitting at $45 for the session right now. And there's 7 red once again, so that's going to be another win for us. And it's another $10 win. So now the high side goes to 1 unit on the dozens and the double street, and the high side goes to 2 units on the double street and 3 units on the third dozen. And that's 0, so we're going to lose on both of them there. So we'll just stay where we are and treat that like it never happened. And we're at a $20 profit now. And there is 16 red. So that is a low side win. So we stay at the $1 or the 1 unit level there. And on the high side now, we'll go up to 3 units on the double street and 6 units on the dozens. So we're looking for a 19 through 36 here. And we hit it with a 22 black, so that's going to be a nice win for us. And now the high side goes to 1 unit on the double street and the dozen. And the low side goes to 3 units on the dozen and 2 on the double street. And we're spinning. We're sitting at $50 for the session now. And there's 13 black, so that's a low side, so that'll be a win for us. And that's a $25 win, so that's going to put us at our $75 win goal. So that is how the flip-flop strategy is played. Again, you can see we did get in some trouble a time or two. I think the highest the bets got were 12 on the dozens and 7 on the double street, and I think that just happened maybe once or twice. So Anyhow, that is a $75 win for us, and so we'll take that. And that is the flip-flop strategy. Again, this was first presented on Makeshift Show's channel. And once again, I will link that video in the description box below. So we hope you enjoyed that, the flip-flop strategy. If you did, we ask that you give us the old thumbs up, and that way we know that you're enjoying the content that we're putting in front of you. Also, if you've not already subscribed to the Craps University channel, man, we'd love to have you hit that button and become part of the student body here at Craps U. We do 2 of these roulette strategy videos per week, and then we top that off with a craps strategy video once a week. So that's 3 videos every week on the 2 best games in the casino. So once again, we appreciate you joining us, and I hope you'll come back again to see us again soon. Until then, if you're out there spinning that wheel, we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and we hope that all your numbers come up winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.